Students, today we have to see the mixtures and their types. So this table is taken from your book only. There are states of component, types of mixture and example. States of components, it means whether it is solid state or it is in the liquid state or it is in the gaseous state. Types of mixture may be homogeneous and heterogeneous. Okay, you know the meaning of homogeneous mixture and you know the meaning of heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture, when you cannot distinguish between the components of mixture throughout its composition, is homogeneous mixture. But when you can distinguish between the constituents of the mixture, then it is known as heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so solid and solid, it means the constituents are in the solid state, other constituent is also in the solid state. If it is heterogeneous mixture, it means you will be able to distinguish between the two solid constituents of the mixture. Example is sand and sugar. You can easily distinguish where is sand, where is sugar. Then salt and sand, again you can distinguish the sand and salt in the mixture and both are in the solid state. Then sand and stone, that also you can distinguish. So these are the examples of heterogeneous solid mixture. Then example of homogeneous solid mixture is what? Brass, it is an alloy. Bronze, you cannot distinguish between the constituents of it. Stainless steel, so throughout the mixture the constituents will remain uniform. Then solid liquid mixture, it means one constituent will be in the solid state and another constituent in the liquid state. So solid liquid heterogeneous mixture is what? Sand and water, easily you can differentiate where is sand, where is water. Charcoal and water. Whereas homogeneous solid liquid mixture is what? Sugar and water, because sugar gets dissolved in water completely and you cannot distinguish the sugar and the water constituents, so uniformly throughout the mixture it will remain in the same form. Then salt and water, iodine in alcohol, all these are homogeneous solid liquid mixture. Then liquid mixture, in heterogeneous, that is oil in water, easily you can differentiate. If you will add oil over water, these two components are immiscible to each other. What is immiscible? Immiscible, it means which when the two liquids cannot get dissolved into each other, such liquids are known as what? Immiscible liquids. So oil and water is immiscible, it means the oil will not get dissolved in water and the oil will float on the surface of the water. Whereas homogeneous liquid mixture is what? Homogeneous liquid mixture is, that is alcohol and water, both of these components will get dissolved. Okay, acetone and water. Milk and water, very simple for you. Then gas and liquid homogeneous mixture is aerated drinks like cold drinks. Gas and gas homogeneous mixture is what? Air. You cannot distinguish where is carbon dioxide in the air, where is oxygen in the air, where is nitrogen in the air. Then solid gas mixture, and in the heterogeneous state is what? Smoke in air. You can distinguish the soot particles present in air. Black dusty substances present in air is what? Soot particles. So you can distinguish it in the air. So it is solid state, soot is in the solid state, air is in the gaseous state. So solid gas heterogeneous mixture is smoke in air. Now the question arises, why we need to separate the mixtures? First of all, we need to separate the mixtures to remove the unwanted, undesirable and harmful substances. In your daily day-to-day activities, you must have seen your mother before cooking rice. She must have gone the winnowing process or she must be doing the hand picking process. And what is done in that? She tries to remove the sand the soil particles or the stones present in the cereals. Why the stones must be removed? Because it is unwanted. Do you want to eat stones? It is undesirable. You again don't desire the stones in your plate while in having the lunch or dinner, and that is harmful because you cannot digest the stone particles or the sand particles. Okay, so that is why we need to separate the unwanted, undesirable and harmful substances from the mixture. Then to get the useful substance, again the same example, the removal of sand, stone, soil particles from the cereals is meant to get the useful substance from it. And what is the useful substance? That is the rice, cereals. Okay, then to get completely pure substance for preparation of other useful substance. For example, water is having many type of impurities, like tap water I said is an example of mixture, whereas the pure water is the distilled water which is used in the chemical labs or the pharmaceutical labs to prepare the medicines and for batteries of your inverters. Okay, so this is the reason, these are the reason we need to separate the mixtures. So this is all for today. Thank you everyone.